Round 3, PA seasonal opener, Max versus Headcrab. Let's see what happens. Game 14. This is going to be an interesting game. I'm curious to see who's going to win. Apparently Max has been winning every single game he's had so far. So let's see if he continues with the trend. So, we'll see what happens. Now I'm just waiting for Headcrab to select his spawn, and then we'll get going. Hopefully these guys have a fair spawn, kind of like the last game I just hosted. But we'll see what happens. So there I am. Time to kill my commander. There we go. Let's take a look at the spawns. So, I mean, yeah, it doesn't look that bad. Headcrab has back expansion and side expansion. Max has closer mechs to him just here, but I mean, his next expansion's pretty far away, so I'm going to keep it. Okay, so they're really close by. I'm curious to see what's going to happen for both of them. Take a look at what Max is doing. He's gotten 3 mechs, 1 energy factory, 1 energy plant up, where Headcrab's doing the exact same thing. It looks like Headcrab just slightly faster on the bot factory, which is gonna help him out later on. So we're gonna have to wait and see how that treats him. Although they look, yeah, they're pretty much at the exact same pace. Headcrab going for fabrication bot out first. Same with Max. It looks like they're doing the exact same thing. Alright, so let's just predict this right now. Max is going to expand to there, and probably there. Where Headcrab's going to expand here and then start going behind him. They might meet up here if they both try to get that expansion, although I feel like if they're going to do that, Max is going to be there first. So we're going to have to wait and see. I'm curious to see if air is going to be something here and see if whoever scouts each other first. But I have a feeling Max is going to scout Headcrab first. Although it could be the other way around. So let's take a look back at what they're doing right now. It looks like they're pretty much the exact same for the economy, although Headcrab has a lot more energy plants out. He has about 5, where actually no, they're exactly even for that. That is crazy. It looks like they're even from they're even like pretty much to the T, except for the fact that right now Max got his air factory out first. Headcrab doing the exact same thing. The only difference right now between both of them is the fact that Headcrab already has 2 docks out, just like exploring around the sides. It looks like Headcrab's going to send one to the back and one over here to the side. But they have the exact same build, pretty much down to a T. It looks like they're neck and neck right now, economy and all. So we're going to have to wait and see how this game continues on. It looks like, yeah, he's going to get 1 scout out first. His factory already done. Max a little bit slow. Although he was the first one to build one, he's second to finish it. Look at that. Headcrab was the first to scout Max. He got to see his entire base. Headcrab already a 2nd scout out. Max doesn't even have his first one out. It looks like Max is working on another bot factory as well. And now he's finally got his scout out. They both know exactly where they are, and they both know this game. They are really close to each other, so they're going to have to put some defenses and go on, and one of them, let's see who goes on the offense first. It might be Max, simply because he's working on his 2nd bot factory, and he'll be able to get those docks. He'll be able to get those docks forward and out. But we'll have to wait and see. It could also be Max. I mean, he's got a nice, like, little defensive line of energy plants that could buy him some time. So I'm curious to see where this is going to go from here. But it doesn't even look like Max is going to worry about checking these spawns back. He's going to bring the docks forward and use them defensively while he gets one to go around and try to get a couple of the fabricators out. So this is going to be interesting. Max already moving forward with a docks. Let's see if it can manage to do any damage. It doesn't do any. Max moving forward with his dock force, a way bigger force than Headcrab has at all. Headcrab going to the metal expansion right over there. Max pretty much doing the same thing. So let's see where this game goes. I think what's going to happen right here is Headcrab's going to need some defenses right here if he wants to protect himself against from Max's forward momentum, like movement that he's bringing. It looks like he managed to get one tower out. No, he's building one tower, so we're gonna have to wait and see what happens on that. He managed to get one docks out. Is he gonna get a second out? He's building towers on both sides that the docks are coming from. I think those docks are gonna be able to take out that tower and kill those two fabricator bots, but I don't think they'll be able to do anything after that. So let's take a look at what Max is doing right now. He's got a huge force of bot factories out. I think that's about, yeah, that's 5. He's working on his 5th right there. I mean, if Headcrab doesn't do something soon, Max is definitely going to be able to overpower him just simply by the amount of units that he's going to get over top of Headcrab. Although Max doesn't have a lot of expansions to expand to right afterwards, it's a long walk from there. So we're going to have to wait and see what happens. While Headcrab has a couple of them, a long walk as well, but definitely closer than Max's possible expansions. So let's see how much damage this docks force is going to be able to do right here. I mean, Headcrab does have 3 docks here, but it doesn't look like Max is going to do anything about that. He's just going to walk around. He's probably going to try to take out a metal extraction or 2. But we'll have to wait and see. Again, just take a look at the force that Max has built up. Way bigger than anything Headcrab can deal with right now. As you can see, Headcrab just managed to take out 2 metal extractions without pretty much any resistance. I'm not sure if he knows about that forward expansion, but if he does, he's going to want to go up there and just kill it before it can come back to bite him in the butt later. My game's a little bit laggy, so I'm just going to... There we go, just have it a couple seconds behind. So... Max already working on his 6 bot factory out. Just look at the force that he has at those docks, and it looks like he also has air superiority. Headcrab is defending his base with those hummingbirds that he has, and using that for AA. But I mean, nothing compared to what Max has. Max does look to have more air, although they're not. Neither one of them are working on expansions. I mean, working on getting more air out. So it looks like they're just going to use their air to play defense. So let's see what happens now. Right here, Max controlling probably two control groups right here. He might want to just split them in between the middle, but it looks like he's just going to make 2 single straight lines. They just dealt with any of the docks that Headcrab just had with pretty much ease. It looks like they're going to be able to take out one factory. What is Headcrab going to do about this? I don't think he can do much. I mean, I don't even know where his commander is right now. Where in the world is Headcrab's commander? It's all the way back here. There's no way it's going to be able to get there in time. I think that might be it. Max might just win because of the lead that he's building out right here. It looks like he's going to be able to kill a 3rd factory, which is really going to set Headcrab behind. But I mean, if Headcrab can manage to build that advanced bot factory out before Max sees it, it can definitely turn the tides with those slammers. Those slammers are ridiculously powerful, and I've seen it happen before where players won the game simply because of slammers. So we're gonna have to wait and see what happens. But I mean, Max is just doing some devastating damage right over here. Headcrab trying to build as many towers as possible to protect his economy, but Max is just working away at it, killing 1 energy plant. Looks like he's going to be able to kill 2. No, it doesn't. Max didn't even manage to kill a single energy plant. It looks like Max is just more so trying. He might try to stop that advanced bot factory, but he has to know that he can't. He doesn't have enough. So take a look at the damage that Max has done. He's managed to kill about 6 factories and 3 or 4 mechs that Headcrab had, sending him ways behind. And then again, Max is moving forward with another wave of docks. Just look how many factories he has. It's way too much for way too much for Headcrab to deal with. Headcrab's definitely going to need to build some more defensive if he wants to survive that raid. But let's take a look at what else he's doing. He's working on forward bases at both sides of Max, which could really turn the tides again. I mean, if he manages to build a big enough docks force at the sides of his base, he can just come in where there's pretty much no defenses and just take out whatever factories Max has. And Max over here is safely working away at trying to claim some expansions in the back. Let's take a look at what's going to happen right over here. It looks like a second laser. That might not be enough. I mean, this is really going to be a battle of what Max needs to do right now is focus on those towers as hard as he can, because those towers can definitely protect Headcrab from those docks force. But it looks like Max is able to take out 2 towers so far. It might be able to take out a third, but there goes all of Max's docks force, pretty much reduced to practically nothing after those towers took him out. Headcrab working on an advanced laser defense tower, a three laser defense tower, which is ridiculously strong and will be able to protect Headcrab from a good sized force of docks. So we're gonna have to see what happens. But it looks like Max has learned from his mistakes. He's gonna try to attack from the sides where it's only energy plants and like cripple Headcrab's economy. Although it doesn't look like Headcrab is going to try to get any slammers out from this factory, and instead it looks like he's going to try to get some more energy out, which could come to bite him in the ass later on. I mean, if Max can take out those energy plants without any resistance from, say, slammers, then that might be enough to just win the game for Max. Now let's take a look at the sides real quick before that fight happens. Actually, I'm just going to pause this for 1 second. I mean, take a look here. Headcrab's got 4 factories. He's trying to get a big enough force to attack from here and like really cripple Max. And it looks like he's going to try to do the same from this side too. So I'm really curious to see if the game will last long enough for Headcrab to create a couple raiding parties from both sides. Now let's go back to where the main action is, right over here where Max is moving forward with a big dogs force, and it doesn't look like Headcrab has enough defenses, but we'll have to wait and see right now. So let's take a look. Max already moving away from the towers, trying to get onto where there is literally no towers. There's no resistance for these docks. Look how many energy plants they take out. They might just be able to take out all of these ones before Max sees any resistance at all. Just look at that. He's going for a straight beeline towards all the energy plants. He's killed so many by now. What is Headcrab doing? It looks like he's really just focusing on trying to protect that tier 2. I don't think he's going to be able to I don't know. Max might be able to kill that advanced energy plant. He might not be able to. It looks like Max is trying to surround Headcrab's commander. Will this be game right here? It might just be. I mean, if Max can dodge all of those attacks, it looks like that might be game. Oh my god, will Max just win right here? It doesn't. Oh, this is going to be really, really close. I mean, what Max has to do right now is kill those fabrication bots, because they're not doing enough damage to take out that commander. Oh my god, that is ridiculous. Max is called GG. Headcrab is called GG. It looks like Max has won. Great game. Great game. I mean, GG's been called, but like Headcrab's still alive, so I'm curious as to what's happening right now. But that was really intense for a couple moments. Is it GG because Max has said he lost? Who? Max won. Max won. Okay. Max won. I'm just going to go back into the last couple of seconds right there really quick. I mean, let's finish it up right over here. Headcrab's moves forward with a bunch of units, but it looks like GG was called because Max brings forward this giant docks force, and there's pretty much nothing left that let's take a look really quick why GG was called exactly. Max did just win, even though he had a raiding force at both sides. It wasn't enough. It looks like, from the looks of it, just Headcrab gave up. I mean, I don't think Headcrab definitely wouldn't have been able to survive another wave, so it wasn't a good game. Headcrab looks like, yeah, Headcrab did suicide right there. I mean, he did manage to do a lot of damage to Max, but this force right here would have been enough to kill him afterwards anyways, so great game.